What's good, everyone? My name's Tsunami, and I have a question for you. It's Grand Finals at EVO. You already have Goku and Kid Buu on your team. If you had no other options, who would you pick? Bardock?
Ready.
Or GT Goku?
I'm all small now!
In this video, I'm going to compare and contrast every aspect of these two characters so we can finally decide, once and for all, who's the best in Dragon Ball FighterZ. With all that out of the way, let's dive in. The first thing you want to notice about these two characters is their appearance, or better yet, their colors. Bardock is out here rocking the OG sleeveless Saiyan armor, representing monkeys all over the galaxy. He has a handful of standout colors such as 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, and 6. Who could forget 6? Remember when Bardock came out and everyone was rocking 6? Man, those were simpler times, back when Cell was number 1. But the thing is about GT Goku is that it doesn't actually matter what color you put on him. That getup, his tail, and the power pole? Boy, he's just oozing sauce. And even if you don't like the character, there's just something about seeing Kid Goku in that classic Dragon Ball attire. It's just so nostalgic, so I gotta give it to GT Goku. Next up, their intros. You see Goku stretching his legs like the responsible athlete he is, and I don't even need to look at you to know I'm gonna clap those cheeks. Definitely getting points for arrogance. Bardock, however, he's not here to play any games, kid. He's here to avenge his fallen brethren. Then we get a nice close-up of what a real Saiyan's chest is supposed to look like, and as he powers up, his hair spikes up like the edgelord he is. Damn, this round is definitely going to Bardock. Before we get into their core gameplay and fighting styles, we have to start with their auto combos. Both have top 5 auto combos in the game. Bardock single-handedly, with two hands, made using your LLL actually a thing. He's the original. He gives that good old reliable suck. Goku's auto combo is a bit different from Bardock's. It doesn't suck you down from the same heights Bardock does, but it still can a little bit. Where it shines, however, is how far Goku moves on that second hit. I mean, he's like a little hamster just scurrying around all throughout the screen. I mean, seriously, try playing footsies with this little shit just chasing you all day. This was a really tight decision, but if we consider the entire auto combo, GT Goku takes it. Since his auto combo switches sides, he has the option of corner control whenever he feels like it without having to spend meter, unlike Bardock does. Bardock would have to use a bar to spin a vanish or use the EX lariat. At the time of recording this video, I had completely forgotten that Bardock has a meterless side switch by just jumping or by doing this monstrosity on the screen right here. But since I'm only considering the auto combos, the point stays with GT. Also, it's just so much easier to hit square than it is to do any of Bardock's bullshit, so. Next, the category you've all been waiting for. Everyone knows the most important part of deciding whether a character is high or low tier is their voice lines. Bardock is your generic angry white male. He grunts, he yells, and sometimes if you're lucky he'll cuss. So yeah, he's pretty mediocre. I mean, I can't even give him edgy points, he's just flat out boring. GT Goku, on the other hand... Imagine what it would seem like to someone if they were just walking past your room.
Yes! Yes! Right there!
Yeah, we'll just give this one to Bardock. Now we're finally getting into the meat and potatoes of this top tier dish. If you've played more than 10 minutes of online recently, you've definitely come across both of these dudes. You know, they both have very similar playstyles. Rush you down, mix you up, do boatloads of damage, and just win. But who does that better? Both characters have a low 2L, obviously because they're both top 3, and you'd think Bardock's is better because he has longer legs, so you would assume he has better range, but GT Goku actually slides forward just a bit, so they have pretty much the same range. On the subject of range, GT Goku actually takes the edge because of that power pole. The power pole and Bardock's lariat both have very similar range, but because the power pole needs less resources, it's better. GT can just super dash after the power pole hits for a full combo conversion, but Bardock, on the other hand, either has to spend meter on a vanish or spend an assist. Yes, it's minor, but these guys are just so close that you have to nitpick to separate these guys. They both have every tool in the book. Double supers, fuzzies, self-snap, great assist. Bardock's assist is good, it can be used to extend combos fairly easily just like Goku's, it's decent for a block string, but comparatively, it definitely underperforms in neutral. I mean, GT Goku's assist literally makes it to where you're not allowed to jump anymore. The angle is just so aggressive, so perfect, that it puts Cell to shame. You can't jump over it, you can't go under it, the only way to not get locked down by it is to already be in the top far corner when he calls it out. It's actually absurd. Now the last difference worth mentioning is the almighty level 3 setup. Bardock's level 3 is still the most annoying in the game in terms of having to watch it, but it's definitely a shell of what it once was. Before the nerfs, I'd have nightmares of eating that setup, but now my dreams are just totally filled with spirit bombs. That setup is in need of a hot nerf. I mean, he just has so much time to do whatever the fuck he wants. He literally could leave the game, do his taxes, come back, and still mix you. He just has so much going on in this one department that he has to get another point. Now, just because they have all this top tier drip going for him does not mean you should drop your current teams just yet. Sure, these two are easier than the other characters, but how easy? So their neutrals are essentially identical. Whether it's a Lariat assist or a Rasengan assist, they're both brain dead. GT Goku's Kamehameha is probably the best in the game. Like I said earlier, that angle is just so aggressive that he's a constant threat. However, whenever you do get in, it becomes a completely different story. Bardock can be played lame as fuck. You can just bread and butter all game with him. GT Goku on the other hand is just a little bit more complex. His Air 2H and his Air 5H make you have to think just a little bit more, and his block string can get really convoluted just because of all the moves he has. Just to clarify, GT Goku does have a bread and butter, but it's different from 90% of the cast because of that Air 5H and the Air 2H, whereas Bardock is the same as the rest of the 90%. So you would acclimate faster to Bardock than you would to GT Goku. Now when it comes to combos, Bardocks are a bit easier. They don't require the most strict timing, and he has so many different routes that you can always find an easier one. Also, his combos are pretty simple. Knock him down into an assist and use the auto combo to keep it going. GT on the other hand has slightly harder combos. Because he uses almost all of his moves in a combo, they're harder purely because of all the inputs he has to do. Also, when you're first learning the Spirit Ball to the Spirit Bomb combos, the timing can be really tight. So you could say that they both have high skill ceilings, but GT Goku's floor is just a bit higher, making Bardock slightly easier. Another point for Bardock. Whoa. Before you abandon everything you've learned in the past 2 seasons, ask yourself, will I have fun playing these 2 characters? Of course winning is fun, but I'm willing to bet 90% of you are not thinking of going pro or having a career solely based on Dragon Ball FighterZ. Most of us play this game because it's fun, because we love DBZ, and because it's not Xenoverse. But if you had to choose between the two, which would be more fun? Bardock, okay, Bardock isn't fun. Yeah, he lariats, and he also wins, but like beside those 2 things, there's like nothing he does that's actually fun. I mean, maybe his Dyson brand deal he got, but like, come on. But GT Goku on the other hand, oh boy, that little shit's fun. He's so small and so fast that nobody can touch him, nobody can lock him down. He's just zooming across the screen all game. He has so many goddamn spirit bombs. And did you know he's the Pogapalooza 2019 World Champion? I mean, look at him. Fun points absolutely go to GT Goku. While we're on the subject of fun, let's talk supers. Now, I don't give a single fuck about damage, just how silky they look. If you want damage, go play Tien, Base Coup, and Team Gohan. But you probably already know who's gonna win this one. I mean, his level 1 does the same transformation as Bardock's level 1, he doesn't throw a great value Rasengan Shuriken, and Super Saiyan 4. Come on, GT Goku takes this one. To keep things lighthearted, let's take a look at their taunts. Okay, so Bardock looks pretty badass while GT Goku looks like Poot Lovato. Chalk one up for Bardock. Next, their themes. Now this one is kinda difficult, so I'm gonna play a quick 5 to 10 second snippet of each of their songs, and then we'll continue. Okay, while GT Goku's gives Budokai Tenkaichi 3 vibes with his aggressive guitar riffs, Bardock sounds something straight out of a 90s racing anime.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go.
I'm really torn on this one, to be honest. I guess I do rock with both, so I guess yeah, I'll just give them both a point. I'll also link both of the songs down in the description so you guys can see for yourselves. And last, but certainly not least, their outros. You know what, I'm not even gonna say anything, just roll the clips.
Kakarot, I leave the rest to you.
You know, you'd be stronger if you trained more.
Yeah, it's no contest. GT Goku has the best outro in all of Dragon Ball FighterZ. And there we have it. Winning with a score of 7-5, GT Goku is now officially better than Bardock. We can finally put an end to all the war. The bloodshed, the tears, they can all end. Because after 2 full seasons, a 13-year-old has arrived to dethrone Bardock. Thank you all so much for watching this hopefully insightful video. If you disagree with me on anything, let me know what you changed down in the comments. If you like this video, do just that. Spank that like button. And if you want more content like this, be sure to dragon fist through that sub button. This is Tsunami. Until next time.